Congratulations to Nathan Colin Nostor. You have been the first person to correctly guess that it was indeed hoop pine that's used in the construction of the doors that we're putting into the tiny house that we've started working on. We'll show you what they look like inside that tiny house very shortly. But for now, I just wanted to say well done, Nathan. Special mentions go to a couple other people, but first let me assure you, Nathan, if you send me your email address, I will pass on to you several months subscription to the magazine Tiny House magazine. Special mention goes to Angel Harmony, who guessed that the wood was cedar pine. So you're kind of close there. I'd also like to say a special thank you for the effort put in by one of our competition entrants, Michael Taylor, who guessed pants. Well done, Michael. So a special mention goes to Mr. Norman Hendrickson, who guessed not once but twice and gave us the Latin names of both of his guesses, which is great. Firstly silky oak and then hoop pine. So unfortunately he guessed on the second guess that it was hoop pine, but then Mr. Hendrickson had the audacity to connect with me on Messenger to have a third guess at the type of wood, and clearly he's broken the rules on a couple of different instances there. But if it wasn't for people like that breaking the rules, there would be no tiny house movement. So well done to you, Mr. Hendrickson. I'm going to send you a few copies of Tiny House magazine as well, and keep up the good work. That goes to all of you. Don't be afraid what council have to say about your tiny house and the way you live. They'll catch up. I'd like to promote some discussion, as other people are doing throughout the country, with council about what tiny houses are and what they aren't. If you'd like to hear me with other guests speaking at an event on Saturday week in Woombye, there's the Hinterland Harvest Markets, which are hosting a group called Clash, and I'll put a link to their Facebook page so you can see what they're all about. And that particular group is really looking at sustainable living and what tiny houses have to do with that. Over the last couple of weeks, people have been digesting the information presented at the very first Clash event, which featured a number of speakers who gave some great insight into, I guess, the tiny housing arena at the moment. What I'd like to address next week is where to from here. How can we open a dialogue with council about tiny houses being a solution to a problem that they have? How can we help them see that we have the key for affordable, sustainable accommodation that is going to reduce their outlays on building infrastructure in their region? That's what the challenge is for me over the next little while, is to explore that arena with council and invite them to have some open dialogue regarding tiny houses in Australia. If you're in the local area, please come along. It'd be great to see you there.